It feels good to be independent. It's priceless. You know? It feels good to help the people you love and not have to ask. It feels good to be able to link up and be a rock star without saying anything that's going to hurt our culture, because I know how to make money off hurting our culture. I've done it. And karmically, it's kicked me in the ass. You know?
This is what the bathtub looks like when it's clean.
Hey Chris, I know whenever you moved in, we talked about the bathroom and you said it was filthy or whatever, but I need you to clean out the tub, bro, because
Talk to me about it, bro, because
I haven't been here all week. I haven't taken a shower here.
the dynamic of showering with soap means that like everything that's coming off your body is clean, right?
So,
Like, what are you talking about?
like, you haven't washed out the tub, man. It's been like that since I got back.
But see this right here? That shit's not me.
But I mean,
That's like your black dye shit that you have dripping off of whatever you're using.
I don't even use that soap anymore.
But I'm saying like that right there.
I'm saying since I've been here or since I left, you haven't cleaned out the tub at all.
I absolutely do. I've scrubbed it multiple times.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Bro, I'm absolutely not gonna argue with you. Because you're.
I just need you to clean up after yourself, bro. That's
Are
it.
you fucking kidding me?
I appreciate it.
Bro.
Thanks.
No. Okay, walk away like that.
You called me
Yeah, don't walk away.
Okay.
That's
at the
then
gym,
this
bro.
Then this is some fucking mystery.
So just
man.
like I've been taking a bath
This is like some
at the gym. You're making up
this
stuff,
is
man.
some
I don't
mystery.
have time.
That's
I don't have
not
time
you
for that. That probably has been down there for a while.
Oh, okay.
But like
so,
I said, you haven't cleaned out the tub. Clean up after yourself, man.
Yes, I have.
You were
bro.
talking about filth. You're
What are you
filthy.
talking
Stop
about?
being filthy. So I come in today to eat lunch, and this is all over my chicken. And if you can't see that, that's hair. Yeah, and it's pubic hair. So Chris is putting shit in my food now. You put hair in my food? So you put stuff in my food now?
No, I didn't put anything in your food.
All right.
Take your crazy pills home.
I got you, Doug. Fuck with my food it's against the law. Shouldn't have done that one.
Prove it.
I can prove it.
Prove it, dog.
Prove every. I'm not your dog.
You call the cops on you right now? You call the cops on you right now?
This is the kitchen. It's always nasty. They never clean up. And they expect me to clean up after them. This is the microwave. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Yep. And they got mad because I just wouldn't clean up after them. They're nasty. The racist white guy I live with says that I'm a messy. That's all his. He also says he cleans out the tub every time he bathes, which he doesn't. This is what it looks like after he takes a shower. You might not be able to tell, but you can definitely tell that he hasn't cleaned it out. Inside of the microwave. That's how it always looks. Motherfucker has to go out to eat all the time. In the kitchen. But I'm messy. I'm the messy one. So they say that I'm messy, even though I wash every dish after I get done using it immediately. All this was just like scattered all over there. Like this is how they had it. But this is me, like, even though it's not. This is them. They don't cook. I mean, they don't clean. They don't put anything up. They wait till everything's all boggled up. But I'm the messy one. these cards in the door because this weirdo was watching me bathe. There used to be a shelf on the other side of here. He took it out. I caught him. Fucking weirdo.
Okay, Ryan, I'm gonna tell you one thing right now.
You don't need to tell me anything, bro. If you're not gonna clean up, you're not gonna clean up. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with you.
I have known John for 20 years.
That's good, man.
And if I tell him to get rid of you,
do whatever.
You're gone.
Do whatever. I don't give a. Clean
You
up
don't?
after yourself. Do what you gotta do, bro. Clean up after yourself. You're
extremely
nasty.
clean.
I'm done talking to you, man. I don't have nothing to say to you. You're nasty. Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, good riddance. We'll see you later. Have fun getting another place with full roommates that don't fucking discriminate against you.
Dude, y'all discriminate against talking about.
Not once
I've been
have I.
discriminating. All right, man.
I've
I'm not even.
treated you like a man
I'm not
from day
even. No,
one.
you haven't. No. So you look.
Bullshit.
Nah. I've been nice to you, and I've been holding my tongue, and I've been chilling.
Fucking
You know what I'm
meds?
saying? I've never been
Are
on
you
meds.
off your fucking meds?
You know what? You don't know me. I'm
Why
gonna
don't you go give a call to your mom and sort it out, all right?
I'm gonna let you make it, all right? You don't know me, homie.
Oh. I know what you showed me. You showed me a big
I know what you showed me. You showed me you're full of shit and you're a liar. And you don't clean up anything. So shut up. I'm done talking to you, dog. Get over it.
No wonder.
Nasty.
You know, to even watch a 19 Keys, like, yo, I've been on stage and seen him in the audience. And now I'm on stage with him. You know, I'm looking for more partners. I'm not looking for soldiers, I'm looking for generals. And I'm willing to bet it all because that's what I've done, and I've done it in real time, in front of everybody. It's not embarrassing to bet on what you love, to stand unapologetically behind what makes you feel good.
Hey, John. John.
What's up?
They didn't get back to me today, so as soon as they get back to me, I'll let you know. And you needed me to move out how? Like by when?
If you could, like, give me a week, for the week to 5 days, get some cleaning crew over here and someone to shampoo the carpet and stuff.
Okay.
Thanks.
And also, you know, good taste is cheap, where other people can't pay for it. And it transcends every dimension and vertical of who you are. So,
Swear to God. Do it! I'm begging you! Do it! Really? Yes! We can go in the backyard and do it! What do you have to lose? Nothing. Go in the backyard if we don't have shit! Punk. Ain't nothing but 100%. There's some states in Africa, boy, like this. Your mom is from Africa. I know. Yeah, you know. I know. You're 100%. Punk mother. Oh. Beat your mom. Do you have a job? Yeah, your mama. Your mama's my job. It's so funny in the 80s. Oh my God. Just like your face is funny in the 80s. Punk. You ain't about shit. Sounds like it's way smarter than you think it is. No, you ain't gonna do shit. Nah. You just full of. You don't want to fight. You got something planned. I'll beat your ass out there. Then I'm the police crew. You know, I have to. Shut the. You dumb. You want to go? You ain't doing shit.
I was going to get my movies, and someone has gone through my stuff that was in John's room. So either John, Isaac, or Chris took it upon themselves to open up these bags, go through the movies. There's movies missing, of course. But they're going to say, no, we didn't do that. Oh, this is for documentation. Living with racist white people. This shows whenever they leave, they cut the air off. This is the type of shit they do. They leave for the day and they cut the air off.
I'm supposed to always move with that higher self. But I had to be able to execute it. Having knowledge is not power. The execution of knowledge is power. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. Because the only real knowledge you can get is knowledge of self.
This is the highest level. The highest level is ownership. The highest level is power. The highest
This is a
level
text message from David.
The highest level is higher consciousness. The highest level is when we own our own culture.
It's at a very high level this year. Not eye level. A high
A
level.
lawyer would know a verbal contract is binding, and I'm not signing the bullshit he put on my door. That's fucking comical. But if you did, like, you guys stop.
I didn't what?
So he left me a contract telling me I need to sign it. Basically, I'm forfeiting my rights if I sign it. I'm not gonna do any of that shit. Like, he told me I could go down to Austin, take care of some business, and ever since Chris got here, I owe him all this money, which I owe him the past month's rent and this month's rent, which I told him I would pay. And since he told me I have to get out in 10 days, I told him I'm not going to pay it because I have to pay my deposit where I go and where I'm at. So he left some stupid ass contract that I know a lawyer didn't write it because a lawyer would have been like, none of this is going to be valid unless he signs it. And I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not some dumb nigga like him and Chris think. And I know Chris is your boy. The fucker's racist. And he's pissed me off now because
Chris or John?
I think John's racist too because the bullshit that, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, John's a grown man and he's making his own decisions. And I'm at the point where I'm going to fight back and they're not going to like what happens because I have all the legal rights to stay there. All. I could stay here up to 30 days if I choose to, but I'm not. I'm going to end up beating Chris's ass again because I don't do the manipulative shit. And this whole, in front of you, oh, I'm a good guy. Fuck that racist piece of shit. And I'm getting to the point where I'm going to tell him and John off. I'm asking you to tell them, leave me the fuck alone, because they don't want to do it. I'll make that nigga sell his fucking car and his truck. Don't fuck with me. Tell him that. Tell him I said it because...
So wait. Why are you involving me?
Because you're supposedly a mutual friend between all of us.
But I don't need to be involved.
All right. If I was you, this is what I'm going to tell you. And I'm asking you.
Between you and John.
This is what I'm asking you because you live here, right? So, and Chris is your friend, right? Tell Chris I'm not the one. I read. Like, he could think my people evolved from monkeys and all, because this is where all this stems from. Like, we didn't.
We all evolved from monkeys.
Well, according to Mormonism, we did, but no, we didn't. Like, there's plenty of fact.
According
to Charles Darwin, no, we didn't. To Charles Darwin.
According to 2023 scientific evidence, we all evolved from monkeys.
That's based off of Charles Darwin's thoughts, but go ahead.
Yeah.
And all that's going to be proven. Charles Darwin was a racist just like Chris is a racist. Anytime you tell someone to go back to Africa or whatever, that makes you racist. Hold on.
That's not any excuse to like go to blows with someone just because they have a misunderstanding, and maybe you. If
he sat up here and calls me out to fight, that's on him. That's his fault. He's got his ass kicked. My point is this: tell him because he's your friend, and if I talk to him,
I'm not responsible for his decisions.
I know you're not. But my point is this:
I'm not responsible for your decisions either.
I only made one bad decision. I was beating his ass out there after he called me out, and I shouldn't have and I'm not even gonna lie. At this point, it did feel good to beat a racist man's ass. But I digress. Tell him don't fuck with me because the car that he has in there, I'll end up having him sell it. The truck he has, I'll end up having him sell that. The university he works at, I'll get his ass fired. He got me kicked out and made my life hard. Trust me, tell him. If you keep fucking with Brian, he will get you fired from your job, and you won't be the only place you'll be able to go to is the BYU where all the racist people are, and he gets keep his ass there. So, tell him I said that because I'm done being nice. They're all these bullshit ass I'm done being nice. Please tell him. You can tell him respectfully because I'm not going to be able to. But I need you to tell him, leave me the fuck alone while I'm here. Don't say shit else to me. Tell John to leave me the fuck alone too. Because I'm done. I'm done. I don't have anything against you, and I understand. All I'm asking you is relay that message, and you can put it nicely because I'm not going to be able to. But going forward, I have nothing else to do or nothing else to say about the matter. I just said it to you, and I'm asking you to relay it because you're a mutual party that both of us get along with and respect. I don't have shit else to say to anybody. I'll talk to you. Like, now all of a sudden I'm a liar because all the stuff that I had, it's gone. All my silverware, the tote I had out there, like all of it's gone. And it's gone. And I'm done being nice. I bit my tongue. Y'all could think my people came from monkeys. You could believe whatever you want, even though there's scientific evidence that you say, I can show you, but you're going to be like, well, no, because Charles Darwin. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a monkey, never have been. I ain't from Africa, never have been. My people were here before the Mormons. I can prove it. And that's that.
Brian, wait, tell me. You're making assumptions.
I'm not making assumptions. Everything I said I can prove.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not making any assumptions. Didn't fall from monkey, Isaac. Sorry. I know you wish that's true, but it's not.
Wait, can you come back with that?
Well, you're telling me I'm making assumptions. I haven't made an assumption about everything. Anything. Everything I said I can prove. So what did I make an assumption about?
No, I don't care about that. What I care about is that you're involving me in your...
No.
You're involving
No. Don't shh me. I'm a grown man. Don't talk to me like that. That's so disrespectful,
You're not
dude.
letting me talk, so that's disrespectful.
I get that. But you're starting it off. You're starting it off with I'm making assumptions.
Will you let me talk?
When you start over...
To where?
I didn't make an assumption about anything.
Okay, fine. I don't care about that. But you don't involve me. I'm not involved in this. This is between you and Chris. It's between you and John. I live here. You, Chris, are making this place for me not a safe place either.
How? What did I do to make this not safe for you?
You're fighting. You're doing that. You're ruining my property, right?
How did I? You're right. Yeah. But none of this falls on. I'm the only one doing it though, right?
No, you're not. Chris is doing it too.
So have I been like this? Have I been like this before Chris got here?
No.
So is it safe to say that Chris is the denominator in this situation?
I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, obviously not, because you're not going to be honest, because it's going to protect him.
What do you? No, I'm not protecting either one.
So once go ahead, finish.
I'm not going to tell Chris anything. You can tell him.
I'm not telling him shit.
You can tell Chris. You can tell John.
I'm not telling John anything.
I don't know anything.
Whatever happens going forward is what happens. But as far as this goes, and me and you, have I ever acted like this when it came to anybody that's lived here?
You have not acted like that with me.
Here we go. So you can't answer the question yes or no because you want to protect him, and I get it.
I'm protecting myself, right?
You're protecting yourself by not telling the truth? How many people have I gotten to it with like this that have been here? Just name one person. Out of the 3 people that have been here.
You've had arguments with me.
Right. But have we gotten like this? Have we gone to blows?
You've had arguments with Dave.
Arguments. But arguments. And you're seeing...
Dave sent me a text in the group, the whole family, the whole house, saying that he felt unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying it's Chris. I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying it's
what you're doing. And this is where our rift is starting to come, because you know exactly what you're doing. You're playing the middle. You know Chris is racist. You know I've never been like this before. And even with Dave will even tell you, yeah, I did that because he made some things, or he said some things that were factual that made me upset. Like, Dave even can't say that out of your mouth. But you can't say that because Chris is going to be here after I leave. And your point of view, just like we evolved from monkeys, is Chris's point of view. You're doing it to yourself. All I'm asking you is tell the truth. I've never been like this. Out of the 4 people, me and Dave didn't go to blows. Me and Steve didn't go to blows. Me and old boy haven't gone to blows. And Steve told me that he was a skinhead. And we got along with each other.
You have not had this escalated argument with anybody but Chris.
Thank you.
But are we done?
We're not. No, I'm cool with you. This is the thing. Isaac, you're loyal, right?
I don't want to get involved.
I understand.
Can you respect that? Like,
but this is what's going to happen because I already know what Chris is doing. He's manipulating John. And one more thing, and it's going to happen because John is John. We're going to court, me and him, and John, because John chose a side instead of just being like, you know what? Brian's never been like this until you got here. No one's ever messed with my food until he got here. And it's crazy that the same time he was talking about how there's hair on there, hair is in my food. And of course he's like, no, well, we could take a DNA test. It's my hair that you put in my food. So yeah, it's gonna, like, I'm not no monkey and I'm not as stupid as a monkey. And you can I'm not sorry. I'm over being nice. I've let them disrespect me, all of this shit. I'm over being nice. And you don't have to tell them, but I told you and I asked you because I can't do it respectfully anymore because, they're just beyond disrespectful. And I'm a man first.
So what are you wanting me to do?
I don't want you to do anything. I want you to stay in your lane. If you don't want to get into it and relay a message, don't. But if John does any more bullshit ass contracts, Chris says any more fucking racist shit when he thinks I'm not here, he's gonna wish he never met me. And I don't give, I've already called enough people to let them know I'm in a house with a racist, and he might be a Proud Boy for all I know. He might be anything. He might be a skinhead. He could be anything. But my homies, my real friends, they know exactly who he is just in case something happens. And that's all I'm saying. Like I said, I didn't want any trouble. When he called me out to fight, I didn't want to whip his ass. And honestly, it feels good that I did. I wish he would call. I wish we could go to a gym, put on boxing gloves, and I'd beat the fuck out of him until somebody just he's had enough. Because he clearly doesn't understand that I'm not the one to be bullied. I let him do things. Because I'm peaceful. I'm at the point where I'm not going to be peaceful anymore. You're manipulating somebody who I've never had a problem with, and then they're being a dick to me, and I'm doing exactly what he asked. 10 days? 10 days. And you're going to sit up here and send me text after text about me getting out? Get the fuck on, man. I'm done.
What's the status?
What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean by 10 days.
He gave me 10 days to get out, and he keeps on sending me text messages about getting out.
So what are you planning on doing?
Why are you worried about it? You were staying neutral before. Why don't you stay neutral now? Because now it makes me think that you want to just hurry up and get information so I could hurry up and get the fuck out and get the fuck on. So you could just do whatever you want to do. If you don't care about nothing, then you don't care. And you want to stay out of it, you want to stay out of it.
I care about John. I care about you. I care about Chris. This clearly is not a great situation for any of us.
No, for me. I'm the only one that has to deal with anything. Because if something happens, I'm the one that's got to deal with. Ain't none of y'all gonna come to my defense. I can't say that. You might. But realistically, if you're not here, who's going to come to my defense? Who? This motherfucker's already threatened to use the police. Be realistic. And I understand you feel uncomfortable, but do you think and with you saying that pisses me off. You think I'm going to do something to you? You think I'm going to do something to John?
No, but this is involving 3 of my friends. So,
if you were a friend,
put yourself in my situation.
This is what I'm going to tell you, Doug. If you were my friend and the shoe was on the other foot and we were in Dallas, I'd talk to my friend and I'd check him what you're doing is wrong, bro. He ain't doing shit to you, ain't never bothered you. That's what friends do. I think you're playing the middle, and that's just how I feel, just by conversations that we had. And it bothers me because I always thought we were cool. And I'm being honest with you. And you might not like it, but I don't even you can't even just be honest and be like, yeah, Brian's never acted like this until you got here. You should have been what are you doing to him? Because...
Well, do you remember that I said that you 2 would get along right off the bat?
Well, my other question is, why would somebody move someone in that 2 people don't, they're not going to get along? I tried.
I didn't move anybody in.
I tried to get along with him. We were sitting right there. Just because I won't subside that I evolved from a monkey, just like with you, but we didn't come to this. And just because I showed him that there's scientific evidence that proves, but it doesn't matter because the people that show this are black.
Is that
and
what
they're
this
not.
Is all about?
Yeah, that's what started it. And then he left some message about me being dirty. Look at this fucking tub. This nigga ain't cleaned the tub since I left from Austin. But then want to tell me it's soap scum? I'm not.
This is about a difference of opinion on scientific.
That's what it started at.
And then this is an argument about cleaning the bathroom and hair in your food.
It started as a difference of opinion on us evolving.
Throwing away who use lotion and hairspray?
I don't know about all that. Like
So,
what you're doing is you're making it even.
Yeah,
But let's put it in context.
My honest opinion is that I rarely have any conflict with anybody, and what you're saying is causing conflict sounds very juvenile and very immature.
Right.
And that's my opinion. And then also my opinion is that I'm friends with Chris. I'm friends with you. I hope I'm friends with John, and I don't want to ruin any of that friendship. And so if Chris comes to me and says, "Hey, you take my side," I'm going to say the same thing I said to you.
You pretty much are taking his side.
And then I don't want to get on this. I don't want to get in the middle of any of this friendship because I value the friendship with John. I value your friendship, and I value Chris's friendship.
This is the thing. When it comes to being friends and just being honest, that's all you have to do.
Being honest.
You are being honest about how you feel, but you're not being honest about the events. If you put them in, no, you put them in a context where they're even and they're not. When Chris moved in, he threw all my stuff away. He didn't just like with you threw my. Well,
I don't know.
Put things in context.
I don't know.
Put things in context.
I don't know what you and Chris have gone through. I don't know what you and John have gone
through. Put
them
in context.
I know what I've gone through with you. I know what I've gone through with Chris, and I know what I've gone through with John.
Right.
And I want every single one of all three of you to value the friendship that I have with all of you, and don't fucking put me in the middle.
If you value someone's friendship, you should be honest.
I am fucking being honest.
But I think you know that if you're honest, it's going to point and even show that he has a lot of racist tendencies. And you might have some too.
My relationship with Chris, I don't know if he's been racist. But I'm not you. I have never been in a situation where I've had to deal with racism. I don't know what that feels like. Okay? I don't know. I don't know how to recognize that as well as might you. Because you have had to deal with that. And I'm sorry. That sucks. And you're more aware. I am not. Right? My friendship and my dealing with Chris, I don't know. But if I were to say, if you were to ask me if he's racist, I would say no. That he's not. But I don't know what he's done to you. Okay? John, I would be more inclined to say that he's not racist.
Even though, like, when I moved in, you've never heard him yell at the TV, like, there's some black guy telling, like, you've never heard that? Is that not racist?
That is a racist comment.
And he hasn't said that numerous times since I've lived here? The only reason why he stopped is because Dave, like, come on, man.
No.
And it hurts my heart because I think, I get it. You live here, and I get it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. You need somewhere to stay, and you don't want to burn a bridge with him. And you don't want to burn a bridge with him because then you'd have to look for somewhere to stay.
Well, I'm also saying this is not my fight.
It's not.
This is not my problem.
But you should, as a man, you should always just be honest, even if it hurts his feelings, because he needs to look at himself.
Is that an accusation that I'm not being honest? Are you accusing me of being dishonest?
I think that you're putting situations like with the lotion, me throwing away the lotion. I think you're making it even, so it's like you did bad and you did bad, even though when he moved in, he threw away a lot of my stuff, and so I accidentally knocked his lotion in, just like he said, well, I didn't know you left your stuff on my side of the bathroom, so I thought it was trash. Put it in context, bro.
Are you putting it in context?
Yeah, no, I put it in context. Do you know what context means?
Yeah, okay, so from my point of view, it's lotion. It should not be...
Exactly.
It should not be you threw away my lotion, so let's go find it.
It wasn't just lotion, though.
Okay, don't be offended, but I'm seeing this whole thing, and it's very immature.
It is.
It's very immature.
It is.
The racism is not.
It is.
The whole...
Well, the racism it is.
The food, throwing away the lotion.
Yep, it's immature.
How old are you?
Exactly.
How old are you?
Exactly. Okay. It doesn't matter how old I am. It is immature. But
immature.
But
all adults.
So let me ask you this. If I moved in somewhere and, like, let's say the shoe was on the other foot, you had stuff on the other side, and then we never talked, and then you just threw multiple things away, but lotion was the only one thing that brought up, and then your hairspray accidentally fell in. Actually, you know what? I threw it away. But you had multiple things thrown away, and I just threw away one piece of lotion. Was that not juvenile? And would you not get mad after your stuff just started getting thrown away after stuff after stuff after stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never.
I know you wouldn't.
I would never start fighting.
I know you wouldn't.
So
but this is the thing.
Why I think
you would start fighting.
You're more mature. I know Chris. I don't.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
I don't understand this whole thing, Brian.
And this is what I'm saying.
This whole thing doesn't make any sense to me, and it's actually laughable.
This is what I'm saying.
Very immature.
This is what I'm saying. You know me, and you know that you wouldn't start fighting. But at a point, you're going to get mad where you're like, I've had enough. I've had enough.
It's still laughable.
Literally,
it's
to you.
lotion and hairspray.
And see, you're minimizing it. You're minimizing it. It's things over time since he's been here where I've just had enough.
How long has he been here?
Exactly. But the whole solution is kick Brian out in 10 days because Chris is doing right. And I want you to understand that. Like, this is it's very obvious. Very obvious. But the whole solution to the whole thing is Brian is overreacting because I'm supposed to be able to just
You're both overreacting.
Nah, bruh. And that's where I guess you don't understand racism. I'm not gonna live somewhere where motherfuckers telling me to go back to Africa or calling me a monkey.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. See, and this is what I'm saying. You're not putting it in context.
Explain it to me.
You're not, and like I said, you're not putting it in context.
Being thrown away and hair being put into food.
And that right there is enough to make a motherfucker get his ass whooped. But like I said, you're not putting it in context.
For finding a piece of hair in your food. By the way, I found your hair downstairs on my towels. Like, I found your hair on my clothes from the dryer. Like,
so
and have I come to you and been all pissy about it? No, because I understand.
And this is what I'm saying. You're not putting it
out, and hair ends up in places.
So what you're telling me is my hair fell out in my chicken.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that your hair has been on my clothes, in my laundry.
This is the first time I've ever heard about it or anything.
Yeah,
like,
because if I come to you and said, "Fuck you, Brian, don't put your hair on my clothes." No, because I understand that hair falls out and it happens. It's not a big a deal.
And this is the crazy thing is all the clothes that I've washed since I've been here, I've never had my hair.
Your hair in my food. I have found.
Oh my God! Now I think you're lying. I'm not even going to continue this. No, like you're full of shit, Doug. Yeah, I'm sure you have, Isaac.
This is the highest level. The highest level is ownership. The highest level is power. The highest level is sovereignty. The highest level is higher consciousness. The highest level is when we own our own culture.
It's at a very high level. Not our level.